Oh yes, guys and girls, welcome back to another episode. It is the 3rd of October, and what on earth has been happening in the market? This is not supposed to happen. I mean, October is supposed to be in the green. Is Bitcoin dead? Are we going to zero? Is the bull run over, etc., etc.? So don't panic. It's just people are panicking left, right, and centre. If you just look at the coin market cap, the fear and greed, people are scared right now. We have gone back into the fear. Let me just change from French to English. There we go. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, you understand. 30, what was it, 39%? 36% in the fear. So things have moved around pretty quick. Bitcoin is at 60,000. We're going to jump into the Bitcoin charts in just a second. And I'm going to talk about this line, this green level of support in just a second for you traders out there. So yeah, everything is in the red due to what is going on in the Middle East at this moment. Bull run to 80,000 on hold. It's true, it is on hold for now, but before we know it, we'll probably smash through that over the next 3 months. I'll be completely shocked and surprised if we don't head towards those levels either at the end of this month, especially going towards the end of this year. So Bitcoin has dropped from 64 to 60 due to investor sell-offs triggered by obviously the geopolitical tensions over in the Middle East. I mean, if you've been living under a rock, then go and look at the news and you will see what's happened. So the crypto fear and greed index has just fallen from, I mean, it's almost done 50%, 61 to 39, signaling a market fear and halting this expected bull run. So we are at this resistance of 60k-ish support, and we have the resistance around the 63.5 to 65,000 US. So it is a bit of a setback, like this article was talking about, because of Iran's strike on Israel, and it's not just threatening Bitcoin, but it's threatening other financial things, and of course other things anyway. So I'm not going to go into all of the politics, but it is what it is, and one of the main reasons why October has started in the red. We're down 5%. This is not what's supposed to be happening. We're supposed to be seeing green candles like this, green months like this. Just like last year, we had a nice 30%. A few years ago, 39 or 40%, 30%, and so on. So it's only the 3rd, so you don't need to panic. I look at the altcoins right now. You know me by now for my subscribers. I'm jumping into artificial intelligence and gaming crypto. I look at this for something like Beam is down 13% today. I'll be buying up more Beam. I'll be looking at other things like Solana and Avalanche in the top 20, jumping into those positions while the market is down for the week. Yeah, VeChain as well is another good one. Graph, Gala Games, another old timer, which is still currently down considerably from its all-time high. I don't know what Gala is. What was the all-time high of Gala a few years ago? Let's have a look together, shall we? Before we look at the technicals of Bitcoin. All right, so just loading. So it's currently at 2 cents. If we go to the all-time, I think it was like 80 something. Was it 80? 83 cents. So we're down 97% still for Gala. I don't think Gala will go back up to that level, but from where it is now, I can see it going a lot higher for sure than where it is. Again, I'm not saying it's going to go back to $1 or something, or 83, 84 cents, but it's so undervalued, Gala Games. I only hold a small bag of this, but I should be jumping into this a bit more while things are down. So my plan, not financial advice, of course, so take what I say with a pinch of salt, do your own research. And yeah, before you buy something, make sure you know what you're buying. Don't just jump into any old thing. Another thing that I've been looking at is the Multiverse X. So for me, this is down a considerable amount as well. So this is EGLD, if I just type that in, EGLD. And for me, this is really, really undervalued as well. What I like is that it's got a max supply of 31 million. And I believe we are down, 90 odd percent again. We're down, this was $542, the all-time high. And we're down at $24 for each coin. Of course, I'm not saying it's going to go back up to $540, but something like this, anything in gaming, in AI is going to do absolute wonders, and I think it will be the narrative of this market. So it is what it is at the moment. It is fearful. People are panicking, selling, and in my opinion right now, those that are panic selling Bitcoin, altcoins, whatever, it's the last shakeout until we break out towards our next all-time high. It's getting rid of that last wave of the weak hands. If you're still in the market, if you're still dollar cost averaging, then kudos to you, fair play, and just keep doing what you're doing. You have to be patient in the market. Black swan events, we can't predict them. They just come. Look what happened with 4 years ago, 2020. We had that huge black swan event, and it crashed the market. Use your black swan events. If this is a black swan event, at the moment, it's not. I'm not going to call it a black swan event yet, because Bitcoin and the rest of the space, it's only dropped, what, 10%? So if we go from when we started falling 65k down here, it's not even 10%. So it's not a black swan event. It's just people are, investors are fearful at this moment. If we drop another 10, 15, 20%, then yes, we can start calling it probably a black. And even if it goes down 10%, it's not the end of the world, because then we would be at the bottom of our bull flag. And all we need is a bounce off the bull flag. So even another 10% is not a big deal. It would close that CME gap all the way down here at 54,000 to 55,000. You've got to look at the lower time frames for that, and you'll see the gap. I did show it on my latest video, so you can go and check that out. So it's not a big deal. If we fall below the bull flag, then yeah, then we could start calling this a major black swan event. And we don't know what's going to happen in the Middle East and other political things that are going on. We've got the US elections in November as well. So a lot of factors that could cause the market to crash. It's something even TA, technical analysis, can't predict, these black swan events. So if you don't know what those are, go and do your research. And yeah, it is what it is. And we just have to be patient. And when a black swan event happens, the last time this happened back in 2020, I was buying up crypto left, right, and center, and I made a nice profit because of it, because the prices were so low. I remember Ethereum going down to $90, $100, and I started buying up that. It was the best thing I did, and then made mistakes along the way, of course, but I jumped in during that period. So if we do have a major black swan event, why not consider jumping into more assets while the prices are a lot lower? So enough said about the news, about the Bitcoin monthly returns. We've just looked at just a few examples here, and the crypto bubbles. Let's jump into the TA, the meat and potatoes of this episode, and see what trades we can take in the short term or the long term. So you know me by now. I'm waiting patiently for that swing long position with low leverage. So you've got my Bitflex, Bybit links in the description below. So like I said on my channel, I'm waiting for two things. I could jump into a trade around here because I've been looking at the 4-hour time frame. And as you can see on the 4-hour, it's perfectly hitting my support line just here of 60,000 approximately. Hit it once, 2, 3, 4 times now. The more times we test this support, then it's not great. It could be a bad sign that we're going to go lower. Or if we hold this, if we continue to hold it, and we do have this reversal, then we can start talking about higher prices again. So at the moment, I'm not jumping into anything. I'm just waiting for this political tension to die down a little bit before I make a move. What I am doing is dollar cost averaging still into my altcoins, into Bitcoin. Got to buy up that Bitcoin while it's so low at this moment. Even 60,000 is going to be relatively low in the next 10 years because then Bitcoin will be touching 500,000 or even 1 million at that point. So DCA is probably the best thing. Be patient and look out for that trade. So two things I'm looking out for. If we do go below that 60k level, then most likely, in my opinion, we're going to come down and fill that CME gap, which is sitting down all the way down here. And I would be putting a trade in around the 53,000 to 53,500 level, 5x leverage, swing long position. That's what I'll be looking at. If we get a bounce off this, I'm not going to dive into a trade just yet. Even if we bounce off this, I'm going to let the market come to me, and I would be putting a trade in as soon as we get past our resistance of that $67,000 level. Probably jump into a trade around the $67,500, $68,000 level with another swing long position, because I believe if we do head past our bull flag, the resistance here at that 67.5, 68k, then we'll probably lightning fast go towards that $85,000 level. So two possibilities for me that I'm waiting for: either the low here or we break through resistance. That's just what I'm doing. Again, you do what you want to do. Just be careful, be patient. Don't just start jumping into a trade based on human emotion. You've got to be robotic. Wait for the breakdown or the breakout, then be proactive and reactive to the market. So just my some advice, not financial advice, of course, only for educational purposes only. And if you're new to the channel, please go ahead, subscribe. It'll really help me out on YouTube. I'm not new in crypto. I've been in crypto for about 7 years. I am, like I said, new to YouTube, so I'm still trying to build this channel. So I know the quality is not that great, but with your help to push more subscribers into my channel, then I can start moving forward a lot faster. So guys and girls, thank you very much for sticking to the end. If you have listened right to the very end, again, I should be with you tomorrow. I'm going to start looking again at the altcoins, and as you know, I'll be buying up more altcoins hopefully today. The examples I gave you, probably jump into them, buy up more of those, and I'll just be patient for Bitcoin. So thanks again, guys and girls, for sticking to the end. Make sure to hit that like button as well, bell notification, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye-bye.